Hi, this is Mia. It is Friday. Friday before Valentine's Day. I don't know, the kids used to celebrate when they were in elementary school and they did all the boxes, and that was kind of a nightmare because then you either made or they had clusters, so they had like 90 cards to do, and it was always going through pre-med and med school. I think there was a time you could do like just your class and not the whole cluster. It was like, I said, 90 to 100 people. I mean, it started like 70, and then it just got bigger and bigger, the school. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I've been single for over 10 years, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, you can celebrate with your kids or your family or send stuff to your relatives, but I'm like, I don't know. Kind of, I don't know. I don't even think about it. And especially when the holidays, when the stores advertise things so early, you're just like, oh, why are they doing that for? What are they doing that for? And the next thing, cashier at the store today was like, Happy Valentine's Day. I was like, oh. I was like, oh. It's like, I think it's too late to send stuff back east. I used to try to make a lot of gifts or send things, and people wouldn't respond, and I didn't even know if people were getting anything. And it's like, I've had relatives, you send a whole box of stuff you carefully picked out or made and all the above, and picture of the kids, and they don't even open it. Like, I was like, oh, did you get that? I was like, they don't even open. And I understand, sometimes I don't want to open because I'm busy or I don't feel good, or that's the one thing you get, so you're kind of like, oh, good, I got something. You kind of go through it later, kind of, hey, I'm gonna spend the rest of the week opening gifts, birthday cards. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I shouldn't put words into other people's, like, brains of why. I just think even people from teenagers, young kids, teenagers, and older folks, I think the pace of everything is so fast, and, you got instant access to the internet, and there's different types of TV and downloadable things, and that scared me when the heat comes on. But yeah, I'm at a point where I was about to hitchhike to Sedona, Arizona. I need like a serious healing. I'm like, this car accident, I'm willing to do everything. I'll go to Mexico, I don't care. So I did have my chiropractor say, there's another doctor that I go to, he got many different medical degrees, and so they're okay, you gotta go to this guy, because he was also managing the case. There was different people doing their part, hydrotherapy, and a couple different types of chiropractic, one like thrusting type, and another one is more gentle. There was acupuncture, massage, it was just different things, and everyone was following the primary care and coming together saying, this is what this patient needs, and kind of everyone was doing their part, and then it all stopped suddenly, with me losing money and having to go cancel every appointment, and just feeling that I was kind of inching my way towards health, and then it just, it almost is like heartbreaking. It's almost like this devastating news to hear that you are not really cared for. Like, they're caring more about saving money than to actually take responsibility. So I just go and work and help others, but when your health is kind of struggling, it makes it harder, and it's not impossible. It's kind of another roadblock. So yeah, I was just like, I am getting to the point where I want sunshine, I want some heat and air, but I'm not gonna go to Sedona. That's all that's been on my mind right now. It's like, I just want to go to Sedona, Arizona, and I want to heal, and I want to have a spiritual retreat, and I just want to, like, eat healthy food, and like I said, get the sunlight, and I like almost want to cry because I can't do it. There was another retreat for organization I'm in last weekend. I'm on call, couldn't go, and I also have kids, so you can't really do a ton of stuff when you are the primary caregiver, and it's more than primary, it's the only caregiver. So I have my other page. I will share a link for some information on the toxic air in my city. It is, I feel bad talking to people that live in this district because they're freaking the heck out. There's wanting answers. They have the DEQ coming in, meeting with people. And what's bad is I've been reading the paper. I've been living here. I studied environmental. I mean, you don't have to go to school to study this stuff, just study this stuff. But I went to school for my pre-med. I also did a lot in the agriculture natural resource realm, but I had a brief period in the, building that had fisheries and wildlife. I did fishery and wildlife. I did another separate program in environmental studies, which is called the Residential Initiative on Study of Environment, and it really opened my eyes. I graduated in agriculture natural resource communication from Michigan State. That really opened my eyes about more. It was the communications part of just the agriculture, like, oh yeah, I want to be a farmer. Natural resource, oh yeah, I want to go to the Peace Corps, or I want to go, take pictures of monkeys in the wild. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was thinking outdoors. I was thinking garden. Because of the natural resource communications and the agriculture, of course, there's agriculture extension education. It brought in a lot of variety of classes that you could count for your degree versus, which sometimes, I look at, I've been looking for work and I don't qualify for anything but janitorial work, despite the fact I have a doctoral level degree. People don't necessarily hire naturopaths, but it's like under that degree is, oh yeah, this person should have a PhD or equivalent in biology or chemistry. It's like, oh my gosh, I took like every chemistry, biology, physics, OChem, biochemistry, anatomy, physiology, but I don't qualify because I don't have that degree. I'd have to step backwards and get this. If I wanted to be MA or phlebotomist, I'd have to step to like a job that needs high school diploma or equivalent in a certificate you can get in 6 weeks and take a test, of course. And I'm not saying, I don't know, it's just really weird because I know these agencies want that certification. But yeah, having that partial or kind of that, I don't say like mixture of undergrad stuff, it really helped open my eyes. The agriculture and natural resource communications was more of communications, advertising. We did telecom, film. Dealing with people who are maybe a different, more laid back, as Americans are like, just sign the paper, come on, let's settle this deal, come on, let's shake hands on this. And they taught us that, and I was actually pretty shocked because I'm thinking, fishery and wildlife biologists, I was kind of like, I don't know, they only said there's only this job, but now I see tons of jobs for fisheries and or wildlife biologists, like, oh, like there's more jobs than for my business that I'm starting on my own with no funding. So it's just kind of finishing up some trainings that I'm doing and doing a lot with prayer and meditation, which I'm about to do that right now. I just made dinner. I made like a late lunch, early dinner for my kids, and it's coming through the vents, which is kind of weird. There's a lot that we have, you know, people yell at me because they'll see me run out of the house with a plastic bottle or something like that. It's like I have stainless steel bottles that I drink out of that have plastic lids, and the water, as soon as you pour it, tastes like plastic, you know, and I don't know what type of plastic that is, you know. I really like to study things like what kind of bathtub do you have? Does it have lead in it? Is that exposure coming into your pores when you're in heat and your pores are opening? You know, do you have a child that's gulping in the water? You know, usually don't let your kid do that, but it happens, babies and stuff. And what is going on with your you know, and you know, thinking of, for me, having certain allergies such from reacting to stuff. I've had a corn exposure this week, is probably why my arm is itchy, but I like broke out in a rash and stuff. But there's different things that everybody focuses on. They're talking about the high levels of these metals in moss. It really scared people, and it's hard because thinking, I grew up in a rural, kind of not really rural, but like in Michigan, northern Michigan, where they're not the upper peninsula, lower peninsula Michigan, northern. Lots of lakes, rivers, streams, lots of pollution, we had the military base across the street, lots of just pollution, spills and toxins, a lot of, there was DETs. This was from the 90s, the base closed and they had tested the well water at the end of the street had high levels of toxins, and the military caused them, so they paid to have the city water put in. But where I grew up, luckily it wasn't. But still, you have that water table, you have that lake, you have all the runoff, you have a lot of our neighbors would. I didn't have my parents say a lot of stuff, but we lived on a well and had a septic tank. And it seemed like when the septic tank got full, you called the guy and he pumped it out. I don't know where it went after that. It's like, oh, the septic tank is backing up, you gotta call the guy. And when came a point, my dad went and ordered a bunch of gravel and rock and entirely new septic tank. I don't know how he did it, but I remember him digging this huge thing. There's my phone, I gotta go. And just doing that. So other people don't call the guy with a truck. They would dump the raw sewage with a sump pump into the lake. And so stuff like that. You have to think of that, the water table. We had acid rain when I was in Michigan. My face would burn. I have to go. I am on call. But I will upload this video and share a link as soon as you can. And I was like praying that my computer would work long enough for me to do that. So God bless.